Happy Sunday. My name is Sean. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'm queer. Today I'll be talking about some of my nominations for the Asbury Park Music Awards. I've been involved in the Asbury Park music community since June 2021, and since then I've been very impressed with the plethora of artists we have in this city. It's no wonder there are so many categories to nominate for. If you explore enough over time, you'll find artists across multiple genres and backgrounds, and there's a ton of diversity in our scene that deserves representation and recognition. So I'll be posting my nominations in different parts over this next week before submissions are due next Sunday, November 23rd. So to start, here are a few of my picks for 2025's Musician of the Year Awards, which we have different categories specifying instruments like vocals, guitar, and so on. For Vocalist of the Year, I'm nominating Jessica Lee. She's been singing as a solo performer for a long time now, along with bands such as Type Advantage and the Freight Brigade. This year she's performed at venues such as Wild Air Beer Works, the Asbury Hotel, Georgie's Bar, and Asbury Park Porch Fest. She's also been very active in the musical theater community, putting on stunning performances. I actually came across Jess over 10 years ago in a local theater production for Les Miserables where she was playing Eponine, and at that time I had deemed her a local vocal hero. So now it's such a pleasure and an honor to be her friend and her bandmate. So check out her work and follow her at Singing Senpai. For Drummer and Percussionist of the Year, I'm nominating Matt Daniels. Matt's been involved in multiple projects such as Flexiglass, The Welcome Mats, Levioken, Type Advantage, and more. They are an incredibly capable percussionist, able to cover for anyone at the drop of a hat. Matt's played at multiple AP venues this year like Wild Air, Georgie's, the Asbury Hotel, Low Dive, Kula Farm, Salvation Army, and R-Bar. In addition to music, Matt Daniels has done a ton of activism within the city, supporting Asbury Park Sober Socials, the Gardens Without Borders, and AP Action for Peace in Palestine. Follow him at Black Matt Snaps. For Guitarist of the Year, I'm nominating Matt Bailey of The Welcome Mats, along with other bands such as Forest Puppies, Double Teacher Feature, Flexiglass, and Type Advantage. Matt Bailey is one of the most skilled and proficient guitarists I've worked with. He's a fantastic musician and composer as well, which you can hear in both his live and recorded performances. This year he's performed at venues such as Wild Air, Georgie's, Kula Farm, Asbury Park Brewery, and the Asbury Park Hotel. Matt Bailey also has a new album set for release with his band, The Welcome Mats, this December, so follow him at My Matt Is Name and follow his band, welcome.mats.band. For Bassist of the Year, I'm nominating Laurelyn Pearson. Laurelyn plays her sparkly bass lines with Double Teacher Feature, Levioken, and Flexiglass. This year she's performed in Asbury Park venues such as Low Dive, Wild Air, Georgie's, and the Asbury Book Co-op. She's a wonderful musician to perform beside, and she's a knowledgeable teacher too. Follow her at Laurel and Judith, and check out her pottery studio, Wish Upon a Jar. One thing all of these artists have in common is that I got to know them all through the late Ghost Harbor Creative at 714 Banks Avenue. It was a gem of a place that kept art and music alive in Asbury Park through the COVID pandemic. And I remember when lockdown was starting to lift in the late spring and early summer of 2021, it was the first place I went to for a live original music show in Asbury Park. It served as a DIY space for a multitude of events covering music, visual arts, readings, filmings, and photo shoots. It also served as a rehearsal space for a lot of us just getting started in the scene. There was a lot of hope and fresh ambition at Ghost Harbor that I feel pushed each of us involved there to pursue our artistic goals. The Ghost closed down in April 2022, but its spirit still lives on. So that's it for Sunday with Sean. Those are some of my nominations. Let me know what yours are and what you think. I'll be back within the next week, with some more nominations and more music to talk about within our little city by the sea scene. I feel like we need to talk more about our artists and artistry in general. So why don't you comment below? Love you.